What's up, FTCs? We're going to start another little segment called Prediction Bingo for all the PLEs coming up.
And what that means for the FTCs is we will be creating new bingo cards for every PLE so you guys can play too.
BINGO. Let's go. What's up, FTCs? Back like we never left. We're back with another predictions episode.
And guys, it's the day of Backlash. Sorry for the delay, but man, life is life and it's struggling out here.
WWE's pushing it out, and we're trying to rack them back and put them in. So here we go. Starting it out with the Intercontinental Championship match. Dominic Mysterio versus Penta. And I really want to know your opinion on this one, Devin, because Dominic just won at WrestleMania, man, and it's his first big title defense at a PLE. What do you think's gonna happen with this one?
I've got to choose Dominic. I just think it's too soon. I think he's got some tricks up his sleeve to keep the championship, and Penta can afford to lose.
Yeah, facts. I gotta call Dominic too, because a lie, cheat, steal is gonna happen, especially if it's just a regular singles match. You know what I mean?
And there's always the Judgment Day to think about.
Always in the background.
But after that, guys, we're going into the Fatal 4-Way for the United States Championship. Jacob Fatu, LA Knight, Damian Priest, and Drew McIntyre.
And dude, call me crazy. I'm gonna give since it's the Fatal 4-Way, I'm gonna give my two takes. It's either gonna be, to me, Jacob Fatu because of Solo, or Drew McIntyre because of Solo.
I'm gonna call Drew McIntyre. He'll become a Grand Slam champion off this win. He'd be a great transitional champion for the United States Championship to really elevate that title. And Jacob Fatu can afford to lose.
And also, it would make sense for Drew McIntyre and Jacob Fatu to run it back at the next PLE, like 1v1 or something. That'd be pretty good.
And for Solo and Jacob Fatu to really start beefing, and for them to get to that, there's got to be something there.
Yep, for sure. Next up, though, we're going to talk about this Pat McAfee versus Gunther match. And, hell, me and you've talked about it, offset, Devin. And I think, that's probably really going to be what it is. It's going to be, Gunther's just going to dog walk Pat McAfee. Try to get Michael Cole, mad or intimidated. One of the two, get him involved some way. And then it's just going to end in him either getting, scripted fired or something he's just gonna get get out of here, Gunther,
he's
leave.
Gonna get a fruit roll up.
Yeah, he's gonna get rolled up. So I gotta call Pat McAfee on this one, bro.
Yeah, it's gotta be Pat McAfee. I don't see him stepping into the ring just to get dismantled. And what does that do for Gunther's image, destroying an announcer, a non-competitor? It doesn't build him up. He would gain more from losing storyline wise. And I'm going to make a bold prediction here, and I'm going to claim by this time next year, Gunther's going to be a face.
That's a bold call. That's a bold call. I could see it happening, though.
Yeah, Pat McAfee for sure. Women's Intercontinental Championship match. We got Lyra Valkyria and Becky Lynch. And I'm actually, this is one of the matches I'm most excited for. I'm not really even a Becky Lynch fan, but Lyra being able to stretch her legs the way she has and against a comfortable opponent, somebody she really knows and stuff, it's just good storytelling. I've been enjoying the arc so far. And I think I'm going to call Becky Lynch.
And this is probably one we're going to differ on. I think I'm going to call Lyra on that one. And that's only because I feel like the only reason they're putting Becky against Lyra is because, they want us to think, oh, well, Becky's just finna beat her, you know what I mean? But then Lyra's going to pull off the upset. They're trying to give her that push, you know what I mean? Because, like you said earlier, I feel like Becky, out of all these girls, she can afford to lose because she hasn't been around in a long time,
I also feel like I won't be upset if they continue to push Lyra. I think they can continue to tell a story if Lyra loses here.
Yeah.
And there's money in the chase. So this is one of them ones that could go either way, and I guess we're just going to have to see what happens.
Hey, hopefully this is going to be the main event, but the undisputed WWE Championship match, John Cena versus Randy Orton. 25 years in the making, man. Hell, we've watched this match probably 16, 17 times growing up throughout our childhoods and everything, and now we get to kick back and watch it as adults. Like, man, I feel like this one they're gonna have to do a lot of story work in this.
There's gonna be a lot of callbacks in this match that you're gonna have to know your history to really enjoy.
Yeah, for sure. You're gonna have to just remember the backstory and all that, and then if you don't, like, some of it may not make sense, but just try to pick your brain and remember.
And Travis Scott is probably gonna come out.
Definitely. Like, if we don't see him, I don't know, like we definitely ain't seeing The Rock though, right?
If he can't show up for WrestleMania, he's not showing up for Backlash.
Also, my final decision in my pick, bro, I gotta call John Cena because, like, you know, Travis Scott's probably gonna be there. I don't know if the final boss is gonna be there, but I guarantee you Travis Scott will be. And then what's Randy Orton gonna do? Probably like RKO him, get distracted, and lose type shit. So I think John Cena picks up the dub.
John Cena's definitely retaining the title. Whether or not he wins the match, though, that's a different thing. I feel like Randy could win by DQ or something, especially if Travis Scott's there. But that's what I'm going to call. Randy Orton wins by DQ. John Cena's keeping the title at the end of the night, though, regardless.
Yeah, that is our Backlash predictions. Let us know down in the comments below who y'all want to win each match and how would you have booked it.
Guys, let's hear from you. Keep rocking with us. We love the FTC, and I mean, we're here.
Hey, season 2 of the Fan Connection podcast is officially upon you guys.
Let's go.
FTC for life.
And that's about it for this episode.
Like, comment, share, and subscribe.
As for the Fan Connection, we're out of here.